This week we learned 3 new hypothesis tests. But I have bad news. These are not tests that we're going to run very often. We'll learn with these tests, but we will soon expand our statistical repertoire learning new types of hypothesis tests. Let me give you just a little taste of the kinds of tests that we're going to learn about. In our examples this week, we focused on a population and a sample drawn from that population. But what if we want to learn about 2 samples? We want to see if those 2 sample means are different. In applied business statistics, we're going to learn how to conduct an independent samples t-test, in which we can compare the means from 2 samples to determine whether they are truly different. We will also learn how to test the same sample more than once. We have a sample that is drawn from a population, and the initial sample mean is going to be very similar to the population parameter. But what if we give that sample some kind of treatment, some drug to lower cholesterol, or some intervention to improve attention? Will the sample mean after the intervention be different than the sample mean before? And we don't want to limit ourselves to comparing only 2 samples at a time. We can compare the means from 3 or more samples using a one-way ANOVA, such as comparing the results from a group that exercises 2.5 hours per week versus a group that exercises 5 hours per week, both being compared to a control group. There is much more that we have to learn about hypothesis testing. That is going to come in applied business statistics. That is the course following this course, and I hope that you'll be able to join me in that. We still have 1 week left in basic business statistics, and so next week I'm going to dive a little deeper into hypothesis testing, showing you some things that often get neglected, things that are forgotten about, but are very important for you to know about hypothesis testing. I'm going to show you how to measure an effect size and why it matters. And I'm going to explain to you what statistical significance really means. We'll explore all of that next week. So for this week, just enjoy what you've learned with these hypotheses tests, work on your homework. I hope you do very well. And that is all we have for this week for Basic Business Statistics.